incredible, knowledgeable. Trust Zia Abbas.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Hi viewers, I'm Zia Abbas. You're watching Buy Low and Sell High. As you see that I have a lot of friends today, we are going to launch this episode right from Florida, and I'm in Miami right now. My first guest would be Ricky Lawton from Cross Border Realty, and we're going to talk about Florida market. And then after that, we show two properties. The first property would be in Fort Lauderdale. It's a duplex, and then after that, once we're done, then we can go to the condominium and we can show a condominium. Let's go to Ricky Lawton from here. Stay with us. Ricky, how are you?
Good, Zia.
First of all, thank you very much for sparing a time and showing us around. I know you have a great property in Florida, which I would say it would be an entry level. On an entry level, where the properties are on the lower end, where the ROI on rental would go so high. So what you can guide or advise Canadian snowbirds prior to coming here, so what sort of due diligence they should do?
Well, first of all, they want to know how much time they want to spend here, what they want to achieve. Florida, with the condominiums, has a lot more regulations and laws, and that is important for Canadians to get the right representation or the right liaison, like how you know me, Zia. You could advise your clients to speak to me.
It is also very important, Ricky, that the team and the person should know both products, both markets, Canadian as well as US market.
Yes.
And I know you have a really good footing on both markets, right? So right advice, right guidance is very important. If we talk about rental returns in Toronto, what we are talking about 3%, 4%. And I guess when we talk about rental here, then you right off the bat, you're talking about 10, 12, or maybe more. It all depends how creative you are and how your team would be able to work with you.
Yes.
You right from point A to point Z, you can guide all these clients buying cheap, renovate, and then do a property management as well. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about the property management side as well?
So when you buy your duplex, fourplex, whatever your ambition is and your goals, and we help you find it, you're able to entrust us. We're cross-border. We have an office in Canada and offices in Florida here.
Yes.
Entrust us in managing the property so you know you're in good hands.
That's great. Ricky, thank you very much. I can't wait anymore. Let's go and see the first property.
Let's go.
So viewers, as I was earlier discussing about the property, so we are in front of this duplex property. Ricky Lawton is with me as well, and these two duplexes are approx about 1400 square feet plus. One is already renovated and the second one is under a renovation. You can see a lot of noises, mess and everything. So Ricky, why don't you just walk us through inside to get a better idea.
Sure,
so
Zia.
how the unit would look like, right?
Not
Let's
a problem. Let's go.
Ricky, a lot of mess here. Guys are working, but in real estate, the money is when you buy a property and the property is in mess. So you have to renovate it, you have to fix it, you have to decorate it, and then from that point onward, you'll get the best rental as well as you can sell and make good money on it. This 2 duplex, I know earlier we spoke about it is very close to Fort Lauderdale downtown, and that's one of the reasons that the prices are high here. So for the first one, you already rented, right?
Yes, that's correct.
How much you rented for?
$1,800 a month.
Perfect. And this work would be soon done, and then your client has a plan to rent this as well, right?
Exactly.
And how much you are anticipating to get?
$1,800 also.
So say $1,800 and $1,850. You're talking about good $3,900 plus, like close to $4,000.
Yes.
And what would be, say, if a potential buyer is watching us and they want to buy this property, how much they will get these duplexes?
Duplexes would approximately be in this neighborhood, if it needs work, 240, 230, 250,000 average, if it needs work. If it's in a turnkey condition, you're looking upwards of 300,000 plus.
Okay, and if they buy a property, say for $230,000, how much needs to be spent on in order to renovate the property?
Well, using this project as an example, this home was built in 2003, so there wasn't an immense amount of work, but we had to do the kitchens and tiles and paint and a few cosmetics. We're into each unit $10,000 worth of materials each unit. So $20,000 if it's an older property.
Okay.
We're looking upwards 30, 40,000.
Okay. So say 230 bought, another $25,000 one has to spend. So about 260, 65. How much they would sell it for?
And if it's in turnkey condition, as I said, $300,000 turnkey. You're selling it with tenants, cap rates of approximately 12% net.
And did you do your ROI, return on investment, in terms of rentability? Like, that how much, if they spend, say, example, $230,000, $250,000 against $4,000 income per month. So what should be the percentage of rental net?
Net, as I said, in this property, it's at 12%, 12.5%, with a purchase price of $240,000. And now we've invested $20,000 in renovations. We're up to $260,000 with the taxes, landscaping, maintenance, and management fees. Net, right on the dot, 12%.
12%, not bad. And then the price increase down the road would be extra for the potential buyers, right? So if the property increases, property value go high. And in US market, I noticed one thing, the lending is not fully opened. There is no lending as such. That's why the property values are low. The moment it get opened, that's where you can see a good raise.
Yeah.
This particular unit, let's just walk through. It's a 4-bedroom, right?
That's correct.
And let's see in the first bedroom. So just to show a better, give a better idea to the viewers. So viewers, this kind of bedroom you can have, and if I can count, I guess it's what, about 15 by 15?
This, if I'm not mistaken, is 12.5 by 10.
12.5 by 10? Okay, and 4 of these, right?
That's correct.
How many washrooms?
2 baths, 1 ensuite and 1 general bathroom.
Okay, let's go and just walk through. And kitchen is also on its way. So, yeah, so that's nice. Nice kitchen cabinets.
Now, given the fact that this is a rental Zia, we use a modern decor style, but we try to be as economical as possible for this type of rental.
Okay, no, definitely. Definitely, it makes sense. And let's go to the other room to get an idea. Is that easy to find tenants here, or it will be difficult?
Very, very easy.
Okay.
Very easy. Once you're within the market rate, Zia, easy to find tenants. Given the reason, as you spoke about earlier, unfortunately, you cannot get a mortgage, so you have no option but to rent.
Yeah. So that's good. And then under your umbrella, I know that you do offer a property management services as well.
That's correct.
So if the potential buyer sitting in a different state of US, or say if they are sitting in Canada, so it's hassle free, right?
Hassle free, exactly, Zia.
Okay, great. So now let's go and see another room, and quickly, decent sized rooms, definitely, and it's a good property for the money, for the rental, and ROI 12% net. If you can compare directly with Toronto, huge variation, huge difference.
Exactly.
Great. Viewers, you have checked the first property. We'll go and show you another property. We'll go on a quick break. After break, we'll take you another property.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
This is Frank. Frank has spent years building up a successful real estate business. Like you, he's a great salesman and a savvy businessman. He works very hard for every penny he earns. But because he's a self-employed salesperson, Frank has to hand over almost half of his hard-earned money to Revenue Canada. Frank would really like to spend more of his earnings on his family, take a dream vacation, or invest in his future. And here comes Realty Point to make all that possible. Realty Point helped Frank cut his tax rate down to lower than he thought possible. Frank's business now keeps 85 cents of every dollar and saves thousands on taxes every year. Want to be just like Frank? Call now for your confidential consultation.
So Ricky, we are in this beautiful property, well renovated condominium, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, so it is in a very well-known area. Just inform viewers about the area first, and then in this particular building, so why the properties are on the lower end here, and then end of the day we'll speak about this.
So right now we're in Hallandale Beach.
Yeah.
And Hallandale Beach is 4 miles from the Fort Lauderdale International Airport, which is located on the border of Fort Lauderdale and downtown Hollywood.
Okay.
So it's right on the border. So the history here is that snowbirds, they want to be close to the airport.
Yeah.
They want to be close to beach.
Okay.
So that's how this area, Hallandale, has become very popular for snowbirds and Canadians, from not from this last recession with investors, but just from the 70s and 80s, because every retiree's dream, I shouldn't say every, but a lot of them, their goals are when they retire, they want to purchase a place in Florida to relax and enjoy the rest of their golden years. And that's how Hallandale has become very popular amongst Canadians and international snowbirds.
So basically, when you talk about the snowbirds, are you talking about only Canadian snowbirds, or you're talking about US snowbirds from the cold areas to the hot, or international?
We're talking about US snowbirds from the northern states, such as New York, Vermont, Boston. I'm also talking about Canada on a whole, Canadian snowbirds. And I'm also speaking about snowbirds from Britain, Australia, most Commonwealth countries that they have easy access to just fly to the United States with just a passport.
Okay. And as you said, it's very close to airport.
Yes.
As well as it's very close to beach area as well. And we have seen, like, outside what a beautiful scenery, and what a beautiful and I've seen some high rises here as well, so there will be a lot of density here, right?
Yes. Well, as you could tell, anywhere on the coast, intercoastal of South Florida, coming from Miami, straight north to West Palm Beach, it's very dense.
Exactly how far we are from Miami right now?
Right now, Hallandale is the last city, is the most southern city in Broward County, which is greater Fort Lauderdale area. So we are right on the border. We are less than 1 mile from Miami.
Oh, okay, so we are very close to Miami.
Yes.
And now in this area, we have seen a lot of different products, very high-rise, mid-size, townhouses, different sort of products, right? What are these products ranged into price-wise?
These are resale products, and in this area in particular, because the demand was from the early 60s and 70s and 80s, it got developed around then.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with mostly resale in this area in Hallandale. Average building is from the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with 40-year-old buildings per se.
Okay.
So we range, for example, this unit we're in here is $220,000, and it's now we're at approximately 1,100 square feet.
Oh, that's a big unit, right? 1,100 square feet. It is a decent sized unit, and it's very well renovated.
Yes.
And I believe if you can go for $220,000 divided by your 1,100, your cost per foot is so low, right?
Yeah, it's roughly about $180 a square foot. Versus the builders in this area, there's a few builders that are building pre-construction in this area, and they're roughly about $800 a square foot.
Oh.
So you could see the massive price difference. There's still a lot of deals in Florida from the heights of the market in 05 and 06 to today. For example, a property like this at the bottom of the market in 2012 would have costed you about $140,000, $150,000 in this condition with this kind of upgrades. So we have seen an increase of approximately 7 to 8% a year in the South Florida market from 2012 now to 2016.
Keeping yourself in the well-desired radius and buying the cheapest property, I believe would be the best bet for snowbirds, right? So they might not be living in this property, in this condominium across the year, right? They might come here for 2, 3, 4 months. It's a beautiful property for them. I can sit in that lobby and whole day I can see the view, such a gorgeous view. As we are standing in this renovated kitchen, and then you have an amazing, quite a spacious living room. We have a bedroom as well, and this size of bedroom can be dreamed in the condominium market of Toronto, to be quite honest. And then another thing is, when we're talking about one bedroom condominium in Toronto, what are we talking about? 600, 550, 500 square feet, where they can get a one bedroom condominium here as high as up to 1,100 square feet, such as this condominium. How many parkings are included with this unit?
This unit in particular has 2 parkings available with the unit for sale. And as you know, in Toronto, not only are you purchasing the unit, but you also have to purchase additional parking.
Exactly, where it is included.
Yes, included here.
Ricky, thank you very much once again. Viewers, 180 cost per foot might be a dream for Toronto condominium. We are right here, right in Florida. As Ricky mentioned, it's 4 miles only from Fort Lauderdale Airport, and we are about just a mile from the border of Miami. This particular unit is only $220,000. For any further Florida properties, give me a call at your convenience. I have great team here such as Ricky, and we would be more than happy to accommodate all of you. We'll go on a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
This is John. John recently set up his own real estate brokerage, but he got so overwhelmed by all the administration involved in running his office that he never had time to sell any real estate. So John turned to Realty Point, who took over all the administration for his business, like answering calls, coordinating deals, and reconciling accounts, and made all the hassle go away. So John can get on with what he does best, selling real estate. Want to be just like John? Call now for your confidential consultation.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, it's time to wrap the program. I'm quite hopeful that you guys had a lot of information about Florida properties. Ricky did a great job, and we did go through everything, that how the properties can be bought in Florida, and we have shown two very entry-level properties. So how you guys get into those properties, either it's a reno property for flip over or high rental ROI, which is 10 to 15%. Keep writing us about this show if you have any concerns, questions, or else if you have a plan to buy a property in Florida. Keep writing me, send me an email, call me. Stay blessed, and I'll see all of you next week. Thank you.
Buy low and sell